What's going on, everyone? This is game 2 of the Pistons versus the Cavs, and a result that no one expected. The Pistons got it done. You gotta stay tuned to see what happens because the game was quite close throughout the whole video. You can see the plays they're running. Give it to Cade Cunningham, rolls around the screen. Terrible defense allows Tobias Harris to be wide open. Cleveland Cavaliers going to be one of the worst defensive teams against the screens. Because watch this. Cade is just going to run around. Dean Wade's going to get stuck multiple times throughout this video. James Harden is helping one pass away. This allows Tobias Harris a practice 3. Tonight, James Harden did not step up. He only had 10 points, 3 out of 13 from the field, and 4 turnovers. You can see the lack of effort. James Harden is one of those guys that disappears in the playoffs year after year. It's so sad to see another turnover. These are going to end up being so costly because the game comes down to the wire. Throw it out, another turnover. Duncan Robinson is getting so many buckets from that. It's so disappointing because the Cavs were hyped up to be one of the best teams in the East, and it doesn't look like it at all. Pistons are getting steal after steal. Now Asad Thompson going to throw it up and in. Last game I mixed up the twins, but you know, they both have similar sort of play styles. Absolutely lockdown defenders. You won't see it in the highlights, but Thompson was absolutely clamping Donovan Mitchell. So you know, it's very difficult to manufacture points. He just runs up attacking Tobias Harris. That's not the first time you're going to see this. Oh man. It's the very next play. Donovan Mitchell's going to get that ball. Sees Tobias Harris in and out, cross. Oh no, Tobias Harris got injured. This play was insane. Donovan Mitchell's going to shimmy, get Tobias Harris, and watch this. He's going to start dancing in and out, crossover combo. Tobias Harris doesn't know which way to go. As soon as he goes around, oh, gets a hip injury. That's got to be the first hip breaker we've ever seen. Oh no, imagine playing defense and getting cooked like that. Swing it around, Duncan Robinson's going to throw it. Nope, gives it to Thompson for easy dunk. Luckily, Tobias Harris stays in the game. But damn, those crossovers were mean. Keep getting easy buckets from steals and turnovers. Oh, Donovan Mitchell facilitation mode. Swinging around and Schroeder's going to light one up. However, he's going to miss it and the teammate has to put it up and in and one. Pistons pick and roll game was absolutely frying the Cavs all night long. Look at this in and out into the floater. Evan Mobley's supposed to be a good defender but gets cooked right there. Cavs are going to make some points on the other end. Dennis Schroeder so patient with that ball, roll on in and pass up to Mobley. However, Evan Mobley only had 9 points tonight. Donovan Mitchell goes in, Euro step floater. So many tough shots, but Donovan Mitchell was 11 out of 24 from the field. Not ideal, but getting things done. Cade Cunningham was a hero tonight. 25 points, 10 assists. Swing around and light up that 3. Tyson was in attack mode. He wanted to be aggressive with the other guys standing around on the court. Roll on in and one. Focus your attention on the plays the Pistons run. You see Duncan Robinson is going to set a back screen. Evan Mobley is going to get caught stuck and they have to switch with Duran. This is a pure mismatch and a free bucket on the other end. I know the Cavs have to switch all the time, but come on, this is an open 3 you're letting up. That is not ideal. The help defense has to be done correctly. If you just double team weakly, they're going to light you up from open 3s. James Harden got Duncan Robinson. You can see it's very difficult. Double team pops a tough mid-range. Jarrett Allen, he's going to get that thrown up and in. He had a great game with 22.7 out of 9 shooting, but James Harden, he has scored something like 10 points or less in 20% of his playoff career games. It's absolutely so sad to see because he turns into a role player. Does not have that killer mentality. Oh yeah, Jenkins popped that mid-range shot. If you can think about it, the other guys, Jarrett Allen, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, 10 points. No one else on the team had more than 10 points. Pistons were locking them up. Tobias Harris, oh man, he's showing off the moves. Tobias Harris has been fully unlocked. This game he had 21 points, 9 out of 16 shooting. That looks like an all-star right now. Oh yeah, Jenkins gonna roll up again. You can see the Pistons are building up this lead. Jenkins gonna step back 3. Ooh, missed that, but Duran's there to get that ball passed around. Tobias Harris, always reliable, fries up Harden again. And Jarrett Allen didn't jump for that pump fake or the shot. Play after play, run a screen and roll. Now Tobias rolls in again. Cavs defense is being exposed. In the regular season, they were okay, average, maybe slightly below average, but against the Pistons, they're getting exploited. James Harden is only making a few mid-range shots. It's not looking ideal. No three-pointers dropped for him in the offseason. Maybe it's a mental issue. That's what I think, though. I just feel like Harden can't deal with the pressure from the traps. Always passes the ball and forces the other guys to step up. Mobley's going to get blocked by Tobias right there. This just summarizes the whole series. Cavs have nothing easy. They're scared out there. Meanwhile, you got Jenkins passing to Durham. It's so simple on one side and so difficult on the other. Allen throws it up and in. Third quarter time, it's a very low scoring affair. Cade's going to do what he does, swinging around. James Harden's getting exposed. Cade Cunningham was frying up the Cavs defense all night long. They switched like this. This is a huge problem because now you have to have Wade going up to Duran. So it's James Harden's job to go up to Karis LeVert. You're going to watch Cade makes the money pass. That's a wide open three. Instead, he knows James Harden going to get faked out, rolls on in, and that's basically a wide open mid-range shot. Donovan Mitchell, he quickly inbounds that ball, and you know what he's going to do? Signature low pickup, swing around layup. But he did not make many of those this game. Thompson was locking them up. Tobias Harris rolls on in. Oh yeah, shoulders James Harden. James Harden really needs to work on his defense, get over that mental hurdle, because we all know he's better than that. James Harden has all-star potential, but this season and lately is not looking great. Look at Donovan Mitchell throw it up and in. See, it looks like he's the only one that wants to win the game. Cade Cunningham, so calm, casual. He's pointing around, knows exactly what to do. You want to attack James Harden every single time. Simply just dribbles a few times in and out, blows by so easy. James Harden. It's so frustrating to see that Cade Cunningham just has to dribble the ball a few times, cause an isolation. They see James Harden, and he just ins and out and blows by that easily for a layup. James Harden has to improve. Otherwise, they're going to lose this series. You can see Donovan Mitchell is going to attract a double team, so he has to do the thing, pass it around James Harden. Finally, James Harden identifies that Donovan Mitchell's open, passes it for an open three. This game, James Harden only had 3 assists. Was not doing much tonight. Passed around, no look to Tobias. Tobias Harris is smoking hot. You can tell Donovan Mitchell was hooping because he's just going to go around, pops that banker. Oh, Donovan Mitchell really shows his mentality. There's like 7 seconds on the clock, catches this ball, and in this position, there is 5 seconds left on the clock. Could have passed it to Allen, could have drove in, but he's going to take this type of shot with 2 guys in front, and it banks in. That just summarizes how Donovan Mitchell plays. Wow. Allen's going to roll in, shows off the moves, because Jarrett Allen had a terrible game last game. So he stepped up and came to play. But too many guys on the Pistons can hoop. Swinging around, Duncan Robinson, he's going to pull that. That's a tough 3. He's going to get the green light every time. Oh yeah, Isaiah Stewart and Duncan Robinson. Evan Mobley patient. Max Strus going to pop that 3 splash. So the Pistons are not perfect either. Cade Cunningham takeover, spin around fader. Every superstar has that move in their bag. Schroeder now has the facilitation duties. James Harden's just standing in the corner. That's how passive he's become. They just give it straight to Schroeder, but gets blocked and gets hit in the face. That's unlucky. Harden got the ball this time. Going to start frying up. Go in, push off into the mid-range. And that's basically the last basket we're going to see from him. So he had no 3-pointers, no layups this game. Wow. Cavs defense needs to be called out once again. You have Schroeder and Cade Cunningham, but Tyson, you cannot be helping one pass away on Cade, one of the greatest facilitators in the NBA. Jenkins is wide open. James Harden has to get on 2 guys at the same time, and you already know the result, wide open 3. Just look at how angry Schroeder is at the miscommunications game after game. He's real mad. Donovan Mitchell, ooh, swinging around lay. Okay, missed that, but puts it right up and in. He's so mad. The refereeing this playoffs is very controversial. I'm not going to comment on that, but you're just going to see what happens. Oh yeah, Evan Mobley dunks that right in. At this point in time, people thought the Cavs were going to win, but nope. Just look at Duncan Robinson, so comfortable pulling it from deep. And the Cavs are going to start struggling to score in the clutch. Donovan Mitchell, oh yeah, floaters that up and in. Complaining about fouls every time. But Pistons play physical like that, you got to live with it. Tobias Harris attacking James Harden. What's new? Go right on in and flick that up. Same thing every time. Harden's complaining about the travel, but we don't call that in the NBA, right? Oh yeah, look how quick that 3 is. Duncan Robinson is taking over the game. Sheesh. James Harden again. Now he's just passing off to Strus every time for 3s. Missed that. But they tipped it themselves. That's the swing of the game. in the clutch. Cade Cunningham's going to take over. Seriously, screen and roll game, terrible switching drop coverage, mistake after mistake. They're going to spam that non-stop. Jarrett Allen's going to put it up and in, but they cannot contain him. Look at this. Cade got hardened, straight up attack mode. Roll on in, fake it and pop it. Cavs so bad, you got Tobias Harris now attacking Strus and another bucket. The Cavs cannot stop anybody that has the ball. Again, Cade Cunningham on Strus. Go around this. Nope. Step back three. Oh yeah, splash. And you see the lead is going up to double digits almost. Donovan Mitchell's trying to do so much, loses it, so Allen's there to save the day. But you know what? They keep on scoring them buckets. Block that, get the ball. Oh yeah, Thompson bailout three. Oh. Cavs are now down 0-2 in the series. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see what's going to come out of the playoffs. I'll see you guys later.